Hey y'all, Psychic K, and I'm back with another prophetic message and psychic word. So, in my YouTube video yesterday that I put out, I basically picked up on a lot of things that the public and the people are not being told. These are very important things, and I'm typically, I don't want this to come off as fear-mongering because it's nothing to fear, but I do feel like the message that I'm getting is that it's time to prepare. I'm hearing a lot of war horns, and keep in mind, I'm in America. I don't know what a war horn sounds like outside of movies and TV, but I hear them very clairaudiently. And I know it's a lot of war going on around the world, but energetically, it feels like it's getting closer to home. So I tapped into the spirit realm, to the ancestral realm, and I, asked how the conscious baddie, or my collective group that plug with me, how we can prepare for these changes and what's happening around us that we don't know what's happening. And here's what I got. So as far as physical preparation, and I know the movie Leave the World Behind got the people in an uproar, and earlier this week in my energetic forecast, I did say the collective anxiety was through the roof, and I really feel like it's because of that movie. And so it's a lot of people who are doomsday preparing. So as far as preparing for what's coming, doomsday preparation is good, but not necessary at this point from what I'm getting. Like, of course, be prepared. This does not mean like don't prepare, like be prepared, but is it a mandatory necessary thing right now to stock up on stuff and start building your bunkers? Probably not. I mean, if you have the money or the resources, then okay, but if you're just like a regular 9-to-5 person who can't really build a bunker or buy extra food outside of what you have, then don't worry, don't panic. It's really nothing that you need to do physically at this time. Spiritually, whole nother story. They also told me that another thing that the people need to be doing, especially my conscious baddie collective, count your blessings, okay, because it could be worse. And that's not to say like we're not in a rough time and people aren't going through worse situations, but there's shifting the energy or the frequency, or they want you to shift the energy or the frequency into recognizing that you have a lot more than you think you have. Now, as much as I can't stand America, Spirit is telling me that we do have some powerful players in position, and there's some powerful players in powerful positions who in government who are gonna make things much smoother. How can I say this? They're gonna make them smooth, but like it should be rougher, but they're gonna make things smoother than what they appear to be, or some shit like that. I don't know how to say it, but ultimately, if you're watching this, you're in a good place, you're in a good country, you're in a good position to where the people in power are gonna make things much more easier for you than maybe the other people around the world. I don't know. Now, what you are being encouraged to do is to prepare your spirits, okay? Start learning about spiritual things. And I might get some hate for this, but get out the Bible. The Bible is not what you need to know right now. No, it's like the people need to be learning quantum physics, okay? You need to be learning chemistry. You need to be learning herbal sciences, botany. Like, that's what you need to be physically learning and preparing, because all of that is ultimately spiritual. It's the key to spirituality. The people need to learn how to connect with their divinity, because That's what's gonna get you by, more than your bunker, more than your doomsday canned goods. It's your knowledge of self and spirit that's gonna keep you in a level-headed place. Right now, you need to be finding the spiritual path that works for you, not for what works for everybody else. You need to be cultivating your own spiritual practices, your own rituals, doing all the work you can to activate your Merkaba and all of that. Your light body needs to be light. Okay, so right now you need to be focusing on letting go of lower level, what are they saying? Lower level densities or frequencies. That's what they're saying. So you need to be letting go of lower level vibrations right now so that your spiritual self and your light body can travel easy. Right now, you are being called to let go of the past. Everything that you knew about the past is gone. This, like what they're showing me is, what's that movie with Will Smith? I Am Legend. The past is gone. That world is gone. The way that you've maneuvered in that world, you won't be able to use that in the coming months, days, years. Do what you need to do to cultivate your spirit. Now is not the time to just follow any old body and to follow old patterns. Old patterns are what's going to keep you stuck in that lower level density stuff that I'm talking about. So it's time to activate. It's time to like step out. So again, prepare your soul, and then you can prepare your physical. So that's what I got.